Hello everyone, interesting gameplayer here? No, that's not right. Hey guys, interesting gamer here. More like socially awkward gamer. Hey, it's me, the guy behind the interesting gameplay channel. And if my voice sounds weird, it's because I have a cold. And it's totally not because I'm nervous or anything. I mean, what, there could be like 10,000 of you watching and this. I mean, 10,000 is a lot of people. I mean, why would I be nervous? It's like the internet, right? I'm sure everyone's kind and supportive and won't cancel me for something that I accidentally say or do. Please. Well, all jokes aside, though, this is my very first speaking kind of video that I'm doing, so cut me some slack. I was gonna begin this video by expressing how grateful I am for getting to this point, which I am, truly, but that won't make for a very entertaining video, and that's not why you're here. You're here for the Q&A. So I structured the video so that we begin with the Q&A, and towards the end, if you decide to stay that long, you can hear my gratitude speech. So I've put in the background some footage from Uncharted and Spider-Man Remastered, so you don't bore yourselves to death listening to me talk. So you get the Q&A and some fun footage to watch. You can eat the cake and have it too, or have the cake and eat. How do you even? You can have two cakes with one spoon, or I mean, you can kill two birds with one stone, but I don't like killing birds, so yes. Enjoy the Q&A with random gameplay, or shall I say, interesting game. What hardware do I use? Quest 2 linked to a laptop equipped with an RTX 2070 and an i7-8750H. How many hours do you have in Blade and Sorcery? Roughly 200. How big is the room you use for your videos? The effective area I have to play around with is about a 5 feet by 7 feet rectangle. It definitely leaves more to be desired. Who won in JoJo Part 6? Draco Malfoy. Do you have any martial arts experience? Yes, I train in MMA, however that is more from a fitness point of view than actual self-defense, because the job that I'm pursuing at the moment requires me to pass strict medical standards, so a broken nose or a sprained ankle is just not an option for me. Hence I cannot actually do proper sparring full force against some of the other students, which I would love to do, but I just cannot. And apart from that, I also have an enthusiast interest in HEMA, which I don't have any physical experience with, but I have watched a lot of videos and I continue to watch a lot of videos because that's just something that I find a lot of fun. May I ask about the majestic cursor? Is it a feature? Well, for those who haven't noticed, in a lot of my videos, I would say about 90% of my videos, I accidentally leave the cursor on screen and I am really sorry. Yes, yeah, totally a feature, 100% intended. What is your favorite VR title? Well, I have many, and there is no way I can just name one, so I'm gonna list some of my favorites in no particular order. Blade and Sorcery, Bone Lab, The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, VTOL VR, Half-Life Alyx. What is your favorite Blade and Sorcery mod? In no particular order, there is Outer Rim, adds a massive amount of weapons from Star Wars, and the mod quality is super nice, the sound effects are on point. Then there's Hunter's Arsenal, Bloodborne trick weapons in Blade and Sorcery. Then there's Tools of the Trade. It, among other things, notably adds the hidden blades from Assassin's Creed, which I'm a massive fan of. Medieval Mega Pack, because that just adds a lot of historically accurate weapons. They do seem pretty historically accurate from what little knowledge of HEMA I have. The sheer amount of weapons in that is crazy, so yes, Medieval Mega Pack. And there's another one, a mod called Brazil Force, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. But it hasn't been updated since U9, I believe, which is a shame because it was one of my favorite mods since I'm mentioning it here. It had exoskeletons with laser weapons and machine guns, so how do you live with the guilt of all your murderous deeds? Guilt? How many walls have you broken? 1. How many times did you get hurt? 3. Does your fighting style include moving in real life, or is it in game? I actually like dodging a lot of attacks by crouching under them, which I do by crouching physically. Crouching using the game controller was never really quite intuitive for me. What video you have made are you most proud of? Which is your favorite one? I would say the Assassin's Creed, Terminator, Devil May Cry, and the Berserk 1 vs 100 videos are the one that came out best. What made you do YouTube and are you liking it? What made me start in the first place was just the desire to capture and save cool gaming moments that I had. But then, of course, people started liking the kind of stuff I did, so eventually it blossomed into what it is today. What made you play VR in the first place? Boneworks. How do you record your videos? I use NVIDIA's built-in recording system where you can hit Alt F9 and it just records your screen. How long does it normally take for you to make these kind of videos? Well, to get around 2 to 3 minutes of good footage, it takes about 4 hours of recording for me, personally. A lot of delays owing to the janky nature of physics-based VR games like Blade and Sorcery and Bone Lab. But yes, 4 hours of recording, another 4 hours of editing. I'm not very good or quick at editing, so yes, around 4 to 5 hours of that. So roughly 8 hours of work per video, I would say. Do you practice the fight choreography before you start recording? Interesting question. Well, it depends. I look at the source material first and foremost before I start recording. So if it's a video game, I look at some of the, professional gameplay. If it's a movie, I look at some of the best action scenes from that movie. And in the case of like the Terminator video that I did, that is predominantly a movie-based franchise, but there's also the Terminator in Mortal Kombat 11, I believe. So I looked at a lot of his moves from Mortal Kombat 11 to get inspiration. So to answer the question, I don't exactly practice the moves. However, I do look at a lot of the source material to get inspiration, and then I just get into the game, hit record, and hope for the best. Because a lot of the times I'm trying to get a certain move done, but I end up with something completely different but equally as cool. There's a lot of room for improvisation, and that's where a lot of good footage is found as well. So yes, I hope that answers the question. Moving on. Actually, not moving on because apparently that is it. That is all the questions. If you have any more, you can surely drop them down in the comments and I'll try to answer as many as I can. But that's it for the Q&A part. And now we get to the point where I tell you thank you. This channel has solved a massive, massive problem I've been having with games lately. That is just as you grow up, and I'm sure a lot of people experience this, but as you grow up, the more time you spend playing games, the more you just feel like you could have been, you could be either studying or preparing for your job or doing something more productive. And those are just thoughts that I think come to our mind as we mature and become adults, which, I mean, I don't want to feel that way because when I feel that way while playing games, it just sucks all the entertainment out of playing games. And I really like playing games, so I don't want to stop. And but when I play, I don't enjoy it. So I was, like, what do I do? But then this channel came along, and people started liking the stuff that I post, and all of a sudden I had a new sort of purpose as I could tell myself to play a game that, oh, people enjoy this. So, I'm not just, this is not just mindless and time wasting entertainment. I'm doing, somewhat semi productive, and that really helped me enjoy games from a newer perspective, I think I can say, and I am extremely grateful for that. 10,000 people, that's a lot. So thank you. Thank you for supporting the content I make. Thank you for coming back time and time again to watch my videos. This means so much to me, truly. Yeah, before I wrap this up, I actually have a question for you guys, for those of you who are still for those of you who are still around. I was really hoping to diversify some of the content on my channel. I mean, the weekly or bi-weekly uploads of, the normal VR combat videos, they're gonna stay. That's what the channel was founded on, essentially. So, but I would like to do something new. I would hate for the channel to stagnate and be only what it is. I would like it to grow a little. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I can do to diversify the content. Maybe some flat screen games, let's plays, and I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. So, which is why I'm asking you guys. So let me know if there's something more you'd like to see, or if you just like this channel to be a simple, weekly VR combat montage channel. That's fine as well. So let me know, please. And thank you for supporting the content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.